The drama starts by showing the female lead changing her name from Chao Yan to Shu Yan, and she went to pick up her new ID card. Then a flashback shows that her parents loved her a lot, but a few days later they found out that she had congenital heart disease. They wanted to give her up because they could not afford the treatment, but her grandmother took her responsibility. So, at the age of 18, she changed her surname to her grandmother's, and she wanted to give her grandmother a good life. Then the story shifts to present time. Shu Yan went to her boyfriend Hao Ming's house to discuss about their marriage. Hao Ming's father is the chairman of Jinda Group, and he is the vice president. When Hao Ming's father asked Shu Yan's father questions about his work as researcher in architecture department in a university overseas, then it is shown that she hired 2 actors to pretend to be her parents. She even prepared a script and made them memorize it to make sure everything went smoothly. Seeing the parents chatting fluently, she was pleased, believing her plan was about to succeed. But unexpectedly, Hao Ming's mother, Yu Lan, who just sat there calmly this whole time, started to ask the fake parents questions about the university they work in. She asked them about a restaurant near the campus. And fortunately, they came prepared for this question. After hearing what the in-laws said, she again spoke up, saying she did not see them when she last visited the university and had also tried searching about them online but couldn't find any information there. Zhu Yan was stunned by her question, but she suddenly remembered her friend once saying that researchers do not have any information online, so she answered confidently, and she had even prepared some documents which she showed to Yu Lan. Then the fake father quickly added that he didn't do research for fame or money because true scientists need to have modesty and selfless dedication. The fake father even took out a book in that field saying it was his work and they were a gift for the 2 of them. But one of them didn't have the author's signature, so Yulan asked him to sign it for her, but then she saw him sign an exact replica of the signature. This was also planned by Shu Yan. After the meeting, when the others were discussing about the wedding, Shu Yan was walking with Yu Lan, when suddenly Yu Lan asked if they were Shu Yan's biological parents, because her mother did not know that Shu Yan did not eat eggs, which Yu Lan had noticed during dining earlier. Yu Lan then said, "What is real cannot be fake, and what is fake cannot be real." Yu Lan wanted to hear the truth. Zhu Yan was stunned, but she remained calm. She then apologized for lying and said that ever since she was little, her parents were too busy with work and her grandmother was the one who took care of her. She never experienced her parents' love and care, and if not for the wedding, she might have never spoken to them. So she said sorry for lying about having a harmonious family relationship. Crying, she said she did this to make a good impression in front of them. Seeing how emotional Shu Yan got, Yu Lan then consoled her and went back inside. Shu Yan then got a call from her work, which sounded serious. After finishing the meetup, they went back, and Shu Yan told her fake parents that after the wedding, their job will be done. The next day at work, Shu Yan was preparing for a show when Siwei showed up angry and started to taunt Shu Yan, saying that the script writing was terrible and Shu Yan could never replace her, scolding her in front of everyone. She even sarcastically said that Shu Yan shouldn't think she could easily be on top just because she was dating a rich guy. Even the director blamed her for the low rating of the show. At home, Shu Yan was working on the show's guest. Hao Ming offered to help with the IT. When she asked how he knew about this, Hao Ming says that he had his eyes and ears around her. She paused for a few seconds, then asked her boyfriend what his parents thought of her after yesterday's meeting. Hao Ming answered his parents' opinion didn't matter. He was satisfied. After Hao Ming saying that, he gave her a kiss. Zhu Yan then asked him what did he like about her. Hao Ming then said he liked everything about her. Zhu Yan thinks she will do anything to keep the love alive between them. Then a flashback is shown on how the 2 of them met. The meeting between Hao Ming was intentionally arranged by her. She went to his plant shop disguised for a work interview, but Hao Ming found out her disguise. Shu Yan had to put in a lot of effort to invite Hao Ming to participate in an exclusive interview for her program, and when he received a gift from her, Hao Ming was very impressed. He said, her being able to find the gardening tool made by his favorite craftsman in such a short time showed that she had really put in a lot of effort. He then gifted her a jar of osmanthus jam and said he had seen her before in the shop and had also read her article about her grandmother making this jam for her. When she got home, she realized that interviewing him was a tough case. Also, she had caught a cold too. Next day at work, seeing that had a cold, Siwei pretended to care and told her to take a day off to recover. But unexpectedly, she received a message from Hao Ming. He had told her to come to Jinda Company to take the interview. After she rushed to the company, she found out he was the vice president. She then saw him focused in a meeting. Hao Ming turned around and he caught sight of Xu Yan sitting in the back, and their eyes met for a moment. During the meeting, Hao Ming noticed that Xu Yan seemed to feel cold, so he told the staff to turn off the air conditioning. She noticed this detail and nodded him, but the other employees present at the meeting were feeling hot but didn't dare to speak up. In fact, Hao Ming himself was so hot that he had to constantly wipe away sweat after ending the meeting. He walked over to Xu Yan and called for her, but she was sitting motionless, looking unwell. Hearing Hao Ming's call, she looked up, and Hao Ming apologized for being late and asked her to take her interview during lunch. As they were leaving, Xu Yan suddenly fainted, and Hao Ming was panicked seeing her like this and rushed her to the hospital. Later, when she woke up, Hao Ming was still there. Seeing him, Xu Yan apologized and asked his to leave as he seemed busy, but insisted on staying until she felt better and told her she still had to take his interview. He even got her the water bottle and put a bandage on her wound for her. Xu Yan realized that although Hao Ming looked cold, he was extremely thoughtful, and just like that, Xu Yan and Hao Ming got together. Hao Ming happily brought Xu Yan to meet his mother Yulan. Because he had something urgent to discuss with his father, he had to leave, leaving Xu Yan alone there. She tried to maintain a humble and calm attitude, appearing to be a gentle person. However, Yulan and the other wealthy ladies didn't seem to like her. When another woman came there, she had to give her sit to the women and had to stand there. When helping a maid, the maid told her she seemed different from the other women there. The maid then said her hair was dry and frizzy, and that wealthy families often pay a lot of attention to their hair, which is why their hair always looks soft, smooth, and never frizzy. Just then, Yulan comes in and asks Xu Yan to stay for dinner and to pick up the food from delivery. Xu Yan agrees to it, and when she was leaving, Yulan again asks her to give the food to the maid and to go back home, then asks her for a meeting another day. Feeling sad, Xu Yan left the house. Back at the company, her superior also told her that she cannot become a host of the show. When she asked for the reason, he told her Siwei was going to host. Xu Yan was again heartbroken, as she had done a lot of hard work for the position. Just at that moment, Yulan invited her to afternoon tea. So, make good impression, Xu Yan had specially spent a lot of money to get her hair done and dressed well. Unexpectedly, Yulan paid no attention to her, and she even invited another girl with her, clearly wanting to show her dissatisfaction. Xu Yan just sat there quietly as the two women talked, and after the other girl left, Yulan directly told Xu Yan that the girl who came here was beautiful and talented, and girls like her are better match for Hao Ming, and Xu Yan lacked good family background as she endured all the bad behavior and didn't dare to get angry. Then a flashback showed that when Xu Yan was a child, she was bullied for not having parents. Yulan then asks Xu Yan to break up with Hao Ming. That's when Xu Yan made up the lie about her parents being overseas for work in a university, and they taught her to be respectful and to always stay calm, and that she will not break up with Hao Ming as she loves him. After hearing this, Yulan left. At present, Yulan still had her doubt about Xu Yan and her family, but Hao Ming's father tells Yulan it is just her misunderstanding. We then see Hao Ming in a meeting with his father with the company members. He and his father always supported each other in their work and often discussed future directions. Hao Ming's father believed that he had just entered the industry, and if he didn't start from the bottom, he would never understand the industry properly, so he still needs to put in a lot of effort to learn. Back at Xu Yan's workplace, she was just finished with her show and went to meet the guest when the guest told her he came because Hao Ming told him personally to go, and he was also impressed by Xu Yan's dedication to work. While still busy with work, Xu Yan received a call from Yulan, who said they were going to buy a wedding house, so she rushed over. There, as they were looking at the houses, Xu Yan asked shouldn't Hao Ming help to decide. But Yulan told Xu Yan that Hao Ming is busy and she should pick the house as her parents are of architecture background. As Xu Yan was struggling, suddenly Hao Ming appeared, and Yulan asked if Xu Yan called Hao Ming there, but Hao Ming told her he asked the driver and that he had already picked the house but did not tell anyone. Then he pulled Xu Yan away and left the palace. When Xu Yan and Hao Ming were together, Hao Ming was cooking for her, and Xu Yan asked Hao Ming why he liked a flower with thorns. He explained that the plant contained a lot of strength and would only bloom one single flower in its entire life. He then thanked her for making time to meet his mother and asked her if Si Wei was giving her a hard time at work and that he will help her handle these things because he was her family. But she declined the help and told him she was lucky to have him. Xu Yan spared no effort in trying to please Yu Lan. While Yu Lan was playing with her dog along with her close friends, Xu Yan came there to gift her a cashmere scarf, but she didn't say a word. When her friends saw the scarf, they said Yu Lan does not wear scarves like this, and she should pay more attention to what she likes. Yu Lan then told Xu Yan to keep the scarf for herself. Then one of Yu Lan's friend told her to think about the marriage again. Having no choice, Xu Yan went to shop grocery with the maid to ask the maid for more information Yu Lan. The maid then told her that Yu Lan listens to the opinion of her friends a lot. Xu Yan learned that Yu Lan had been dissatisfied with all of her son's previous girlfriends. She would often discuss them with her group of friends, and after hearing their opinions, she would find ways to get rid of them. Later, when the ladies were playing tennis, Yu Lan invited Xu Yan too. But as she did not know how to play, she ended up picking up the balls for the ladies to play. And Yu Lan and her friends again discussed about Xu Yan. Then some women came and started talking to Yu Lan and her friend. They started to praise them for their good looks and status. But then when President Q appeared, those ladies immediately flocked around her, causing Yu Lan to lose attention. When Xu Yan learned about President Q, she wanted to get closer to her, so she went to the academy where President Q learned kung fu opera. There, Xu Yan saw her practicing diligently. She decided to take this opportunity to sign up for a class specializing in kung fu opera. Xu Yan went straight to the point, asking the teacher to teach her this one type of dance that President Q was learning. After a long period of learning, she finally had a chance to meet President Q. President Q saw that Xu Yan was practicing very hard, and even though she was just starting, she was doing very well, so she couldn't help but offer to invite her to participate in the kung fu opera competition she was organizing, and asked Xu Yan to practice with her too. Midway through, President Q received a phone call, and it seemed she was looking for a good school for her child, but did not find any. When she turned back to talk to Xu Yan, she learned that she was a program host and that the program plan had changed, and that they were planning to invite many intellectual women to be interviewed. Hearing this, President Q turned around and left. Later, Xu Yan met with Mei Ling and asked her to participate in the show, and also learned that there were also discords among the elite ladies. After Xu Yan returned to the company, she proposed a plan to invite famous women to participate in the program. After meeting with her superior, Xu Yan met with Q Li and explained that if she agreed to participate in the show, it would help her child's application to school, and it would also be a great opportunity to promote kung fu opera. Therefore, she decided to participate in this program. Then the program is shown. Q Li did the opening with performing kung fu opera. After that, the cooking competition began. Xu Yan had made the women team up with each other so that her plan can work. And the show became a success. When Yu Lan was watching the show with her friends, Xu Yan asked Yu Lan's other friends if they also want to take part in the show, that she had reserved a spot in the program for them because Yu Lan asked her to, and cleverly Yu Lan took credit for it as well. After all, her friend had left, Yu Lan then asked why she was giving the credit to her, and Xu Yan told her with Yu Lan by her side, she can do better in her show. After this, Yu Lan's behavior changed, and this was the first time told Xu Yan to sit next to her. Xu Yan's show was a hit, and she was getting full support from the higher-ups. She even helped her colleague by giving her money for her father's surgery. Back at work, when Xu Yan was getting ready, Si Wei came in the room and started to insult her by saying she cannot beat her fairly, so she asked her boyfriend for help. But Xu Yan denied it and ignored her. After this, Si Wei started to suspect her background. Later, when Xu Yan was working, she saw a woman in the news channel and started to think of the past when she was a child, and in the hospital she was watching a woman anchoring. Just then, Hao Ming came to her office and Xu Yan asked him to help pick dishes for the next show. Hao Ming then surprised her with a pearl necklace for Xi's success. Then, Xu Yan said she dreamed of becoming a news anchor. Hearing this, Hao Ming encouraged her to work hard to make it happen if that was what she wanted. While at Hao Ming's house, Xu Yan was chatting with his family when suddenly a news of Jinda company showed up, and there she saw her real father appear on TV. She was stunned to see him. And when Hao Ming's father asked if she had been to Dayan County, she admitted it and added that her grandmother was from there. Xu Yan then asked if he stayed in Dayan County, but Hao Ming's father was there for ribbon cutting only. Meanwhile, we are shown Xu Yan's real parents who are living in the countryside and they have salon business. We are then shown Xu Yan's elder sister Chao Lin. She was being harassed by a customer at work. Unable to tolerate it any longer, she fought back, but unexpectedly, she was taken to the police station. Her boyfriend came to the station to bail her out, and he told her they have to go to his house to talk about their marriage. After they went there, his boyfriend started to calculate the wedding cost without discussing it with her, and as he was calculating, his mother came in and started to criticize her about the police incident, but the boyfriend did not take her stand and kept quiet. Their words poured out like fire. Her boyfriend's parents only talked about her boyfriend in the banking industry and being with her will ruin his reputation. Disappointed in her boyfriend, Chao Lin broke up with him and went to her house. She then texted Xu Yan asking when she will visit them. Chao Lin's parents then asked her about the wedding plan, but she skipped the topic. She then tells her parents that she has to go out of town for training, and they ask her to discuss this with her boyfriend and brings up Xu Yan saying she is as good as not being their daughter. We then see that Chao Lin went to see Xu Yan, but when Xu Yan say her expression turned serious. Chao Lin then told her that she has called off her wedding and need a place to stay for a few days, and asked Xu Yan to let her stay in her place. As they were getting out of the office, Hao Ming came to pick up Xu Yan, and seeing him, Chao Lin greeted him, and when he asked who she was, Xu Yan replied that she was her cousin and that they have to call off their plan because she needs to help Chao Lin to a hotel. In the hotel, Chao Lin asked Xu Yan why she did not tell her boyfriend that she was her real sister. Xu Yan then told Chao Lin directly that she had changed the surname to Xu after her grandmother and her grandmother is her only family. Chao Lin didn't expect her younger sister to feel like this and said if she had known this, she wouldn't have come. Xu Yan then told Chao Lin that she had done more than enough for her, and if she runs out of money, she should go back to her home. Xu Yan then thinks of her childhood when she got bullied, but Chao Lin came and saved her from them and told her that she was her sister. After living with her grandmother, Xu Yan's parents suddenly came to take her back, but even after taking her back with them, they did not take care of her. When she was little, there was once a gas leak that caused both sisters to faint. But her father chose to save her older sister first and later paid Chao Lin more attention. They even forgot her birthday. Every birthday, only her grandmother would call her, while the others never cared about her. When she was in school, studied very well, but when it was time for Xu Yan to go to college, her father told her that she will not go to college because they are poor and they will send Chao Lin to college. Crying when Xu Yan asked what did she do to deserve this? Why did her parents favor Chao Lin more than her? Was she even their own child? Hearing these questions, her father got angry and slapped her. After that, she went back to her grandmother. In fact, her grandmother also knew that her granddaughter had suffered a lot. Xu Yan was the taxi when she suddenly received a call from Hao Ming. He invited her to visit his studio. He wanted to show her the flower he was growing, a flower that only blooms once at night. He explained that because it only blooms once in its entire life, it needs to go through countless hardships and trials before it can bloom. Xu Yan then said, "Humans are also like that, they may die, but their love lives on with the generations, and no matter what the price, as long as she could be by his side forever, it would all be worth it." Chao Lin texted Xu Yan, informing her that she was going back tomorrow, and she had paid her back the hotel cost. Hao Ming asked why he had never heard of her cousin before. Xu Yan replied that they were distant relatives and not close, so there was no need to invite her to the wedding. Hao Ming didn't say anything more. Chao Lin moved from the hotel and immediately texted her younger sister, but she didn't reply. Chao Lin received a text message from her ex, asking her to come home and said sorry for not standing up for, but she told her to get lost. Later, when her ex went to her house, her parents told him she was on her training, and then the ex told them that they had broken up. Furious with Chao Lin for not telling them about her breakup and lying, her father wanted to find Chao Lin, so he called Xu Yan, but she did not pick up his call. They then went to Xu Yan's address to find her. Xu Yan, who was originally strolling in the park with Hao Ming's family, along with the two fake parents. Suddenly, she noticed her real parents, but it was too late. She wanted to avoid them, but unexpectedly, her father called out her real name directly. Yulan immediately asked her, isn't her name Xu Yan, and who were they when they said they were her parents? Hao Ming's family became angry, and everyone around her kept criticizing her. It felt like her whole world was collapsing. Fortunately, it was just a scene that Xu Yan had imagined. Just then, Hao Ming's family had to leave for some work, and Xu Yan hurriedly sending his family home first. Xu Yan saw her real parents come to ask her Hao Ming's family and who she knows them. The two fake parents saw that the situation was not good, so they quickly said that they were from the wedding planning company and congratulated the real parents for the wedding and instructed to transfer the remaining money to the account. Then they hurriedly left. Xu Yan's parents were that their daughter was getting married. When they found out, they were angry because they had not been informed by their daughter. Xu Yan then told them not to react like that, as she was not inviting them to her wedding either, and her grandmother was her only family. Her parents then told her not to act like that, and her words are hurting them, but Xu Yan replied that they will never admit their fault. Her father then told her she is no longer their daughter and he would not attend her wedding. As they were leaving to find Chaolin, Xu Yan told them she will give them Chaolin a dress. After meeting her parents, Chaolin explained that she was too panicked at the time. She wanted to settle there and then tell them. But her parents asked her to go back with them and take the civil service exam. Hearing this, Chaolin told them she is not good at study, and her father then told her because of her, he did not let Xu Yan take the college exam. Hearing her name, Chaolin asked her parents if they could attend the wedding. When Chaolin went to talk to Xu Yan about her wedding, she discovered that her younger sister had hired fake parents to attend the wedding. She then said if Xu Yan was going to keep lying to Hao Ming forever and what she was going to do if they find out. Xu Yan told her Hao Ming's mother was unhappy with her background, and he was the only person who likes her the way she is. After hearing from Xu Yan the reason, Chaolin somewhat felt bad for her, but ultimately believed that lying was wrong. But if Xu Yan told them the truth, Hao Ming will break up with her, and she cannot let it happen. Chaolin didn't want her younger sister to sink into the wrong path and said she will not come back. Later, as Xu Yan was thinking about her sister's words, Hao Ming called and said that he had finished preparing the guest list and asked why only 4 people were invited from her side, and she said as her parents live abroad, she is not close to anyone. He then suggested that he wanted to meet her grandmother. She replies that he is busy, and if he goes to meet her now, it will disturb their plans. She promised to bring him to meet her another day. She then gets a call from her mom who tells she that they want to attend her wedding, and Xu Yan just said okay. We then see Xu Yan return to her hometown to visit her grandmother. At home, she sees her grandmother picking osmanthus flower to make jam, and Xu Yan rushed to her to help her pick the flowers. At night, she tells her grandmother the news that she would be getting married next month. Seeing her grandmother's happy expression, she asked grandmother if she could stop her parents from going to the wedding and not let them ruin her plans. Her grandmother told her that she does not need to worry, she will tell them. Then we again see Xu Yan with a gloomy face and with a heavy heart. She tells her grandmother that the wedding place is far away. Her grandmother understood and told her that yes, she is old now, she cannot travel far, and if she does, she will get sick and will ruin Xu Yan's wedding. So, she cannot come to the wedding. Xu Yan was sad, but she needed to do this. Later, when she looked at the fridge, she saw jars full of osmanthus jam and couldn't help but burst into tears. Seeing her cry, grandmother told her that she made the sweet jam so that Xu Yan can face the hardship better. Xu Yan hugged her tightly, promising that she would definitely give her a better life. When going back to the city, Xu Yan thought of the past when her grandmother told her to study hard to change her fate, and since being denied by her father to take the college entrance exam, it was her grandmother who had provided for her to go to college. Even the expensive tuition and living expenses at the university were given by her. When she was in college, she desperately earned money. She did odd jobs during her free time so she could send more living expenses to her grandmother and told her that she will bring her back with her and they will live happily together. At present, Hao Ming put a ring on Xu Yan's finger, and Xu Yan thinks that only by doing this, she can achieve her goals. At Hao Ming office, we see Fang Lei, Hao Ming's childhood friend, came to work at his company. He was very happy to see her return, and we see that Xu Yan overheard their conversation. Seeing how Hao Ming was chatting with that girl, she didn't go inside. She quietly left and sent a message tell him that she was downstairs. Hao Ming then told her that he was getting married and told her he will introduce her later. Fang Lei was stunned hearing this. We then see Xu Yan attending a cooking class, and Fang Lei was also there. Xu Yan purposely approached Fang Lei, telling her that they have met before and told her that she was Hao Ming's fiancée. Fang Lei was no pushover either. She answered Xu Yan confidently and told her that she and Hao Ming were close. Xu Yan then said, "You are like his little sister then." Xu Yan then invited Fang Lei to eat. She accepted, and at the table she told Xu Yan that she and Hao Ming had known each other since childhood, and he took care of her when she was in college. She then asks Xu Yan if she can be her bridesmaid, and Xu Yan said yes. Finally, it was the wedding day. Xu Yan walked down the aisle gracefully with Hao Ming. While everyone was looking at them with a smile, they exchanged the rings and with a kiss completed the ceremony. Everything was going smoothly but unexpectedly. At that moment, the parents of her college friend Jia appeared at the party. She got extremely worried that the fake identities of her parents were about to be exposed. Xu Yan planned to find a way to get Jia's parents to leave. While toasting, Xu Yan was paying attention to the movements of Jia's parents, but unexpectedly, her in-laws invited them for a toast. After a while of chatting, the two sides seemed to get along very well and began to talk, and their work life came to the conversation. Feeling that she was about to be exposed, she went over there and tried to change the conversation. Then she hurriedly signaled her fake mom to pretend to spill wine on Jia's parents, to use as an excuse to take them away. Xu Yan left with Jia's parents to help then. Hao Ming and Fang Lei went to greet the guest, and Hao Ming told them that Fang Lei was his sister, and she was still single. Fang Lei looked hurt hearing this, but gave them all her contact ID. We then see Xu Yan sleeping in the room, and Hao Ming also was going to sleep, but Fang Lei asked Hao Ming to come to the pool, and threatened that if he didn't come, she might drown, as she was drunk. Hao Ming saw that his wife was sound asleep, so he went to check on her. In the pool, Fang Lei was swimming, and when Hao Ming asked her to get out, she did not. So Hao Ming was about to go back when she said, "What if she dies like her sister?" Then we see that Xu Yan was awake and was watching everything from the room. Fang Lei then got out from the pool and told him that seeing him get married today, she realized that she cannot let him go and that she loved him, but Hao Ming rejected her and told her to back home and left. In the morning, when the couple met Fang Lei, she and Hao Ming were acting normal, and Xu Yan told her to not swim when drunk. After they got back from their honeymoon, they went to Hao Ming's office and saw Fang Lei talking to a man there. Seeing this, Xu Yan was relieved, and Hao Ming asks Xu Yan to go visit grandmother together. Hao Ming finally went to visit grandmother. He felt very warmed by her welcome and talked to her about the food she made. He then asked if she lived there alone and about Xu Yan's parents. But before he could ask, Xu Yan cleverly interrupted him and took him to hang their wedding photo in grandmother's room. When she and grandmother were happily chatting, she told her that her real father had a tumor in his lung and his situation was very serious. She told her that although he wasn't a good father, in the face of illness, she should still visit him and she will go with Xu Yan if she wants. To this, Xu Yan didn't give a definite answer. The next morning, Hao Ming woke up to find that grandmother had woken up very early and invited him to go to the market. He immediately agreed. On the way, grandmother was praising Hao Ming, and he was very happy to hear grandmother praise him. She said that Xu Yan had always told her good things about him. However, grandmother then said Xu Yan might have more or less a few bad habits and hoped that he would help her change and will forgive her. We then see Xu Yan has sent her father some money for treatment. Hao Ming then took Xu Yan to visit a house. When asked, Hao Ming said the extremely fresh and quiet air here was very suitable for making an office for his Xu Yan. Seeing Xu Yan say nothing, Hao Ming then tells her that she was his wife now and he would help her fulfill any wish she had. They then saw the height markings for the child left by the previous owner. Hao Ming happily recalled his childhood of his father doing the same thing. Xu Yan, on the other hand, thought of the scene from her childhood when the whole family ignored her and always measuring her older sister's height. Hao Ming then asks for Xu Yan's lipstick to measure her height. Hao Ming and Xu Yan looked at each other, then exchanged a kiss. Qiao Lin was working at a cosmetics counter when she saw Yi Ming. But right at that moment, a customer came and blocked her path to look at him. The customer was extremely difficult. She just used the testers, but did not buy a single item. Qiao Lin felt very annoyed and planned to trick the customer into buying something. But unexpectedly, the customer threatened to complain about her. Turns out the customer was her roommate, and she was in a very tight space with money. So, Xiaolin brought some samples from work back for her, also some product, telling her that she could just do her makeup at home in the future and didn't need to come to her work anymore, but the girl did not accept it. While getting goods from the warehouse, Xiaolin was hurt by falling box of merchandise. Guan, as her roommate, thoughtfully helped her to the hospital. During the checkup, the doctor was wearing mask, but as he took of the mask, Xiaolin realized it was Yi Ming. Yi Ming recognized her right away. Yi Ming asks her when she came here, and if she has anyone to take care of her. He then asks her about Xu Yan. Then the past is shown, where Yi Ming was proposing to Xu Yan, but she rejects him, and all of this was seen by Xiaolin. He then tells her she needs someone to take care of her, and if she cannot call Xu Yan, then he will ask her to come here. To see Xu Yan, Yi Ming insisted on staying with Xiaolin, and when Xu Yan came, he saw the ring and got to know that she got married. After that, he went back. Xu Yan then went to Xiaolin's house, and when she saw the small room and poor condition of the house, she tells her to move out of there. When Xiaolin rejects her offer to help, Xu Yan then forcibly brings people to help Xiaolin move her stuff. But she still did not want to move. Then Xu Yan tells her that her neighbor was Yi Ming. She immediately agreed to move. In the morning, as Xiaolin opened the door, she saw Yi Ming. He had bought breakfast for her and told her to tell him if she needs any help. Elsewhere, Xiaolin's ex's family were angry because her family had now rented a new space and opened a new salon shop. They thought her family was using the bride money to open a new store, so they told the ex that they need to get the money from them. Listening to them, the ex Lin Tao tried to message Xiaolin, but she had blocked him. So to meet her, he also went to Jingzhou to find her. To find Xiaolin, he went to Xu Yan's workplace, and even claiming to be her brother-in-law, but he was stopped by security and had to leave quietly. We then see Xu Yan was talking to Yi Ming, thanking him for taking care of her sister, and he told her that she should talk Xiaolin, but Xu Yan told him no, they live different life now, and asked him to take care of Xiaolin. That's when Lin Tao found her and came inside the cafe, then made a scene on the spot. Lin Tao saw that Yi Ming also happened to be there, and the situation became out of hand. Xu Yan then saw Fang Lei come inside the cafe, and to avoid her, she told Lin Tao that she will take him to Xiaolin. But she takes him to a restaurant to talk to him and tells him to stay away from Xiaolin and that she will pay the bride money to him. But Lin Tao did not accept it. So, Xu Yan had no choice but to leave. Next morning, Xu Yan came to Xiaolin's house and told her everything, and then told her to talk to Lin Tao and Xu Yan will take care if his family demands any money. But Xiaolin tells her not to do this. To this, Xu Yan replies that then how is she going to pay them? And if they do not solve this problem now, Hao Ming's family will eventually find out everything. Xiaolin then says she thought that she was worried about her, but she was worried about her lies getting out. Hearing this, Xu Yan said she will not let Xiaolin's problems ruin her life and angrily goes away. Meanwhile, we see Hao Ming finding out about Lin Tao and telling his employee to look into him. On the other hand, Lin Tao still wanted to find out if Xiaolin broke up because she was in an affair, and he will not go back. Later, we see Lin Tao had to go back to his job because his leave was cut short, and we can assume that this was done by Hao Ming. At home, Xu Yan and Hao Ming were cooking happily together when Xu Yan thought that Lin Tao went away easily. When working at the company, Hao Ming was always encountered by many obstacles, and when he and his mother were discussing them, Xu Yan overheard it. She didn't want to know about his affairs at the company and didn't intend to ask, but seeing that Hao Ming seemed unhappy, she still wanted to make him happy again. So she took him to a place where Hao Ming had good memories in his childhood and told him that he can share her his problems, and that made Hao Ming relived. Xu Yan wanted to help Hao Ming, so she started inquiring to help him. After investigation, she learned that General Manager Huang had an elderly mother-in-law living in a nursing home. Xu Yan went to the nursing home and asked about the women. General Manager Huang's mother-in-law was extremely hot-tempered and was in the final stages of Alzheimer's disease. General Manager Huang loved his wife very much, and his mother-in-law was the only relative his wife had left in the world. Xu Yan then got to know that the elderly women liked vegetable balls. Then Xu Yan remembered that her grandmother used to make her this dish when she was young. So she called her grandmother to learn how to make this dish and happily chatted with grandmother while making the dish. She said that if her grandmother came with her, they could sit next to each other and enjoy them. Hearing this, her grandmother scolded for being annoying. After much effort, she finally succeeded in making the vegetable balls. Xu Yan then went to see General Manager Huang's mother-in-law and bought a cake with her too, and then tried to talk to her, but the lady was focusing all her attention on shaping the mud balls in her hand. She told her about her grandmother and that they both were born in the same year, then helped wipe the mud off of her hand. When Xu Yan offered her some cake, the old lady suddenly forgot her and thought that Xu Yan was a thief and started to throw the cake at her. Then, when Xu Yan told her she got vegetable balls for her, she suddenly calmed down and hurriedly took out her 10 precious mud balls and carefully counted them. Xu Yan then took out the vegetable balls she had made for her. Seeing the dish, the old lady started to arrange them with the mud balls and asked Xu Yan why she had cake on her. Xu Yan then told her that the cake was really good and even fed her some. Xu Yan then told her that if she likes, she can bring her vegetable balls often. To this, the old lady smiled and agreed. Xu Yan, after that, regularly came to visit her and patiently stayed by General Manager Huang's mother-in-law's side, making her days extremely happy. One day, while washing the old lady's hair, and she recalled the scene of her often washing her grandmother's hair at home, washing it slowly and then her falling asleep, she told her that they both are the same, they do not want to give their children any trouble. The old lady was enjoying this moment very much, and while listening to Xu Yan, she became emotional. Xu Yan didn't realize that the old lady was crying. After Xu Yan came back from washing her hand, the old lady started to mistakenly think that Xu Yan was her daughter and took out her beloved vegetable balls, telling her to remember to heat them when she ate them and to take care of herself. Xu Yan also went along with the act and called her mom. Later, when General Manager Huang came, he saw his mother-in-law really happy with Xu Yan. The old lady now even remembered Xu Yan's name and all the things they did together. Seeing his mother-in-law so happy, Manager Huang also smiled happily. General Manager Huang knew that Xu Yan was Hao Ming's wife. So, later, when they were playing golf, he told Hao Ming that he had won everything in his life and said he had married a virtuous and talented wife. Hearing this, Hao Ming got confused and asked what he was talking about. That's when he found out that Xu Yan was taking care of Manager Huang's mother-in-law. Hao Ming told him that Xu Yan did not tell him about this. Then Manager Huang changed the topic, and they took the chance to talk about the problems they have in the business and how they should solve it. During work, Si Wei happened to see her colleagues discussing a woman who had repeatedly tricked 3 men into marrying her and taking the betrothal money, and then had been arrested by the police. But then she looked at the photo. She discovered that Xu Yan's fake father was present in it. She felt very strange. So she went to her superior and asked him to show her the wedding photos of Xu Yan. After he showed her the photos, Si Wei secretly transferred the phone to her phone. Afterward, Si Wei found the fake father. When he denied to know anything, she then threatened him to cooperate with her. Later, Si Wei came to Xu Yan and told her that she is going to uncover a shocking news in the demo interview to select a news anchor for which they both were competing for. After Xu Yan was done with her interview, everyone was congratulating her when Si Wei unexpectedly told Xu Yan to be a guest member for her interview. In the interview, Si Wei asked Xu Yan about the recent betrothal money scam and showed her a picture of her fake father in the screen. There, Xu Yan knew that her secret was found by Si Wei. Si Wei then called the fake father on the stage, and Xu Yan acted as if she did not know him. Si Wei then asked the fake father why was he in the photo, to which he replied people hire him if they lack a family member or for good appearance. Then Si Wei suddenly showed Xu Yan's wedding photo on the screen, where the fake father was present. The colleagues sitting below were also surprised and began to whisper, saying that these two looked quite similar. Si Wei then asked what was he doing in that photo, and Xu Yan interrupted, saying what did she mean. To this, Si Wei answered that when she was investigating, she found Xu Yan's wedding photo and thought that maybe both the men were same, so she wants to know the truth. Si Wei then again asked if he was Xu Yan's fake father. Xu Yan then stood up and started to question Si Wei why she was harassing her and trying to spread false information. Si Wei then told Xu Yan why is not letting the man answer and hiding the truth from everyone. Si Wei again asked the man to tell the truth. And unexpectedly, the event took an unexpected turn. The man suddenly changed his mind, admitting that he and the person in the photo did indeed look a bit similar, but are not the same person. After hearing this, Xu Yan was relieved. Siwei then asked him, then how does he know Xu Yan? To this he answered, he participated in the cooking show Xu Yan ran, and that's how he knew her. Xu Yan then spoke up, saying she has proof that this is not her father. She showed a photo of her fake father in the screen and told that her father does not have birthmark on his neck, but the man present on the stage did have a birthmark. Seeing this, Siwei was extremely angry, feeling that they had colluded together to play with her. When Siwei was about to slap Xu Yan, she threw a glass of water in Siwei's face, told her to calm down, and left. We are then shown that Xu Yan had already guessed that Siwei was going to do something like this today after Siwei talked to Xu Yan about the demo. So, she had prepared in advance and colluded with the fake father she had hired. We then see that Siwei was suspended from work by the director because of the stunt she pulled on the demo interview. Siwei then called her mom for help, but her mom refused to help her this time. Xu Yan then came to talk to Siwei, and when she saw Hao Ming entering, she provoked Siwei with her words, and as a result, Siwei slapped Xu Yan. This was seen by Hao Ming, and he came to Xu Yan's side and gave a call to the higher-ups to punish Siwei. After that, we see that Xu Yan was chosen as the new news anchor.